in the next few weeks or months. Right, so moving on to Taurus. Yeah, I'm very loyal to YouTube because that's where I found tarot, but I love TikTok. I love the fact that young people are understanding, you know, like self-growth, personal growth, trying to be reflective, trying to understand their part in things, trying to have empathy for others and what they're going through, and having faith that it's all going to work out, and things really do happen for a reason. And you're not, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. There's so much experience and wisdom in the people around you. And that includes your spirit guides, your spirit team, who are just people that have already lived that life and they're watching over you, okay? So that's who's picking out these cards. It's not me. It's your spirit team picking out these cards, sending you little clues. Okay. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Taurus's highest good. How is Taurus feeling in this third week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Taurus is feeling first of all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got the Tower, which is upright. Now the Tower is major change. Your life, the landscape of your life will not be the same. So Tower moments can be leaving a job, leaving a relationship. They could be announcing that you're pregnant. They could be relocations. They're major changes, okay? With a Tower, what is in current existence will come down, it'll crumble down, but what will replace it will be a stronger thing, something much better. So although it's a very intimidating card, it's not really supposed to be a bad change. It's a big change, but it will be for the better, if that makes sense. And then we've got the Knight of Cups reversed. So the Knight of Cups is, it's someone who's moving towards another. Knights moved. They travelled from one person to the next, and they take, in cups, they take their emotions. So you offer a cup of emotion. You communicate how you feel about someone. You show them how you feel about them with your actions, with your body language. It's not just, you know, verbal communication. It's just a presenting of, this is how I feel about you. Knight of Cups is the most romantic knight. So it's like a very like Romeo card. It's not a player, you know, that would be a Knight of Wands. A Knight of Pentacles has the intention of investment of time, money and energy. They're the most serious knight. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is an urgent message, which can be good or bad. Now, the Knight of Cups is very like romantic. It's like proclaiming your love, you know, that you've got deep feelings for someone, or you could potentially see that happening. Now, the Knight of Cups reversed is like, you know, maybe the Tower moment is like, I'm not needing love right now. I don't need to tell anyone that I have deep feelings for them. I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you're just focused away from love at the moment. I mean, I'm Taurus and I know I am. I would like to have love, but I don't need it. I'm very focused on my career because I need to be right now. But I love my friends and family as well. Let's get some more cards for Taurus. How is Taurus feeling? And then we'll get ones for your person. We've got the 4 of Wands upright with the 3 of Wands reversed and the 10 of Wands reversed. So, the 4 of Wands upright is stability. 4 is a very stable number. And the 4 of Wands is marriage or a relationship that's incredibly public. Everyone knows about it. You know, the two of you are in union, you're living together and or married. And it's this proclamation of we are with each other and each other alone. And, you know, the whole town is celebrating it. 4 is like 4 walls to a house. It's so stable, you know. So when that's upright, that's really nice energy. Now, what we've got in combination with it is the 3 of Wands reversed. If the 3 of Wands was upright, it would be taking action. We've decided what we wanted, we've picked A or B, and now we're taking action. Well, it's reversed, so it's like we know what we want, but we're not taking action on it. And the 10 of Wands upright is the end of a cycle of having to be really, really strong. You know, getting hurdle after hurdle, challenge after challenge, and just keeping on going. It's gone beyond the wounded warrior to like, I am just fucking strong and I'm having to be, and I'm just used to it. Okay, but it's the end of a cycle, 10. So with that being reversed, it's like we're dropping those burdens. We've had to be strong by ourselves for a really long time, and it's not an issue. It's not a worry. We're not distressed about it. We don't have a need. I think this message is, Taurus, you become stable by yourself, and you know one day that you will have a life shared with another and be exclusive to each other and have a happy home together and potentially be married. But you're okay not kind of focusing on it right now. I don't think you're in distress. I don't think you're bothered so much at the moment. I think you're fine. Let's get one more. I think it's something you have thought about a lot, but you're not like suffering because of it. Right, we've got the King of Wands reversed, the 5 of Wands reversed, and the Hermit. You're very much keeping out of trouble. The King of Wands upright is someone that they've got their solar plexus activated, they're assertive, they're confident, they're immovable, they know what they want, they're super goal orientated. Wands are enthusiasm, excitement, confidence, you know. You could be almost coming off as arrogant with this being reversed. Like, fuck it, I don't need anyone. I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing. And I don't need to do anything with anyone else. Like, I've just got me and I'm quite happy, I'm quite fulfilled. I've got loads of shit going on that's positive. I don't need, you know, like to be getting distressed over anyone. The 5 of Wands reversed is a positive reversal. If it was upright, it'd be, you know, in a conflict or arguments with other people. We're avoiding that, just keeping our head down, we're like keeping focused. You could possibly be in Hermit energy, so you're isolating yourself away from love potential because what you want to do is look inward and you want to learn from the past, and you're really like trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. You're constantly reflecting and doing shadow work, and you're just determined to make this go right now. It's very, very positive energy. It's the major arcana for Virgo. Hermit energy is the part of the journey where you have to walk this alone because no one else can give you the answers. No one else can tell you how you feel. No one else can tell you your part in something that you did with another person. Only you know that, okay? And only you know what you want for yourself going forward. So it's a journey that you walk alone. It's not one where you have the company of others, okay? So I think there's a lot of mental processing of the past, processing of emotions, and it's really, really healthy, okay? Well, it can feel like that, and being a wounded warrior can go on for a long time, but change is inevitable. The one thing in life that's inevitable is change. It never stops. So it feels like it's stopping, but there's all sorts going on behind the scenes that you don't know about and you're not supposed to. Right, let's see how your person's feeling, the one that's on your mind, the one that you're dealing with, or the one that you're manifesting in the future. Wow, they've got the Eight of Cups reversed. So this is someone that doesn't want the ending of a long-term relationship or marriage. The Eight of Cups is beyond the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is, you know, soulmates, people that have made many years of happiness together. The Seven of Cups is being at a crossroads, like, what do I want next? The Eight of Cups is walking away. So it's seriously long term, you know, like several years of being together at least, if not a marriage. They're walking away. When it's upright, when it's reversed, they don't want it to end. They're trying to avoid the ending of something. Let's get another one for them. See what they're up to. I'm not doing free readings. I'm going on holiday. And when I'm home, I'm a full-time high school teacher. So the little bit of time that I have, I do free collective readings. And then I will start to take super chats. If you want your individual questions answered that are personal to you, you will need to pay me a super chat and then I can answer it, or you can ask for a 20-minute pre-recorded reading for £18, which is really in depth about your life and your life alone. I buy them from other readers and I find them really, really, they give me a lot of information for not a lot of money. Super chats are expensive if you think you're just getting one question answered in the moment, but some people feel the need, you know, to have their question answered there and then. I don't do free personal readings. I don't have the time, and I think it's mean to ask people to give a free service and expect them to give up lots of their time for nothing. The Five of Pentacles reversed is, it's coming out from the cold. When the Five of Pentacles is upright, it's a lack of time, money, or investment from another, or it's having a lack of money ourselves, or a lack of time, or a lack of investment into ourselves. It's someone who's a pauper, they're suffering, you know, emotionally, suffering financially. They're coming out of that, okay? They're coming out of that because it's reversed. I'm actually just trying to get through the live readings, you know, each of the zodiac signs, and then I'm going to spend some time with my elderly parents and my sister and my nephews. So I need some time. I just broke up from term as a teacher, and I need some time with my family. So you can see how like busy I am. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles upright. Okay, so this person, they've acquired lasting generational wealth. And I think they've got a lot to lose if they let this long-term union go. So that's really like a reason for them not to let this go. They've acquired enough wealth, Pentacles is money, that they have money, you know, for their children, for their children's children, to maybe help parents. They could have Earth in their chart if that's like something that they, you know, really need as security. Right, so in the outcome, we've got the Emperor reversed and we've got the Judgment reversed as well. So the Emperor, when he's upright, is someone who is all four kings. Okay, the King of Wands, confident, assertive. The King of Pentacles, a solid provider. Someone who's very generous. Their love language is to gift. The King of Cups, so an empath, someone who's very patient, very understanding. They tend to manage their emotions really well. You know, they're nicely calm. What have I missed? The King of Swords, very intelligent, fantastic orator, writer, speaker. When he's reversed, okay, he can be wielding his power in the wrong way. So he could be overbearing, domineering. You know, the Emperor is the highest status in the tarot deck, so he has a lot of power. He has an empire, but when he's in the reverse, he could be overbearing or domineering, using that power for bad. And then we've got the Judgment reverse, so someone's ignoring a call to action here. Now that's in the outcome. So someone's being in a very like overbearing, they're being overly dominated in a situation and they're ignoring the call to action by the universe. We've got the Seven of Swords reversed. Right, the Seven of Swords. My goodness, I can't remember. The Seven of Swords hasn't come out for ages. So the Six of Swords is leaving the past behind. The Eight of Swords is mental entrapment. What is the Seven of Swords? Oh, the Seven of Swords is a sneaking around energy. It's manipulative. Now that was reversed, wasn't it? So someone's lies, someone's deceit, someone's manipulation is being exposed. And we had an Emperor here that was misbehaving, being manipulative, being domineering. That's in the outcome. Someone's getting exposed. Someone who has a lot of power in a dynamic. Look, the Devil card. Now, the Devil is the major arcana for Capricorn, so it could be that this person is a Capricorn, or they have it in their chart, or they could just be someone who has toxic behaviours, toxic traits. Okay, and that could be that they're a liar, that they're emotionally manipulative, that they tell porcupines or leave things out, leave out truths, that they have something else going on, or they have ulterior motives. They could have a real temper, or, you know, they're controlling somehow. That's interesting, isn't it? So in the outcome, someone's toxic behavior is going to be exposed, this emperor. Mm. See, Taurus, with your cards, you've just got this really like single independent energy, very healthy, like shadow work. With your person, they're currently in something that's highly toxic, but they want to stay in it for the reasons that it's not healthy, but it's financially abundant for them. They've put a hell of a lot into it and they're not prepared to lose it. You know, because they've accrued wealth, there's people that rely upon them. Um, Lots of people involved. But there's a person that's ignoring the call to act by the divine, and there's a lot of manipulation and control happening in whatever they're in. Okay. That's in the outcome. The outcome is also saying that these manipulations, these toxic behaviors are going to be exposed. Let's get confessions from them. Right, we've got a few. You deserve more than I can give you. So perhaps this person feels helpless. They feel like they need to stay where they are because they don't know how they would make it work. They don't trust themselves to be able to get themselves out of what they're in. And it be okay for them to like acquire security, stability, growth, happiness. They don't believe that they can bring that to you. So perhaps they feel that they're the one that's toxic, or perhaps they don't feel like, you know, when someone's codependent, they don't feel like they can exist without the person that they've got. And perhaps that's what that person's told them. You know, that's often the case. I want to make you smile. They really care about you and they want you to be happy. They want to be the person that puts a smile on your face. I feel like, oh my God, this is like 100% tea. I feel like you can see right through me. They know on a visceral level, they know that you see their insecurities. They know that you know there's an imbalance of power in their relationship or marriage. They know that you know what they're in is toxic. And they know that you know that they're not prepared to leave it because they're frightened, because they don't believe that they can have a good life without that person funding it and creating stability. Maybe they're very emotionally unstable, you know? Yeah, look, I'm focused on my career and finances. They're trying to regain stability with their finances. They may have Earth in their chart here. We've got the Capricorn, Major Arcana. We've got a lot of Pentacles, haven't we? We've got the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Devil. This person's highly focused on trying to get stability, financial security. And they know that it would throw them into chaos. It would literally like plunge them into chaos to leave a relationship right now. So it's interesting though that we've got this exposed, like this exposure of secrets, of like lies, of cheating, stealing, anything bad is going to get exposed in the outcome. And that's the outcome for the week ahead, guys. Maybe they will just be exposed as having a toxic attachment to this person that they're married to or in a long term living situation with. What absolute tea, like... See, this is going to get exposed. When is this going to happen? I can't pick up the cards. Right, there we go. When's this going to get exposed? No need to hurry. Something's very like predetermined about this. Something very like laid out in the stars. Like it's all gonna like happen how it's supposed to. Something's very fated. Something very fated about this. Let's get messages from them. What is this person thinking? 8 of Cups reversed. I will see you sooner than you think. I'm in a dark place. Spirit is sending me light. So they're trying to get out of this. That's for the 5 of Pentacles. They're trying to get out of this dark place that they've been in, you know, financially and emotionally really, really bad. Like lack. Situation of lack. They're really struggling. They hate that. That's someone who needs security and to feel safe. Needs to feel safe financially. They need to feel like everything's going to be all right. They've been in a real situation of like distress for them. 10 of Pentacles. I do listen to what you say and try to find a solution within myself. If you've had a conversation with this person at any point about these things, that stays in their mind. They haven't forgotten. They haven't forgotten that conversation. And then we've got the Emperor reversed and the Judgment reversed. So this is refusing to leave a domineering situation. You're too good for me. I don't deserve you. This person's got really low confidence, really low sense of self-worth and self-value. And it's because of the situation that they're in, they're treated like that. They're treated less than what they're worth. They're put down, they're overpowered, they're undermined, and it's not doing them any good. With the 7 of Swords reversed, they're sneaking around and waiting for us both to be ready. So you're their secret. You're their secret, and they're gonna like, they've got, you know, like when someone's got an exit plan, you're the exit plan. Nobody knows in this person's life that you're their exit plan. But they want both of you to be ready. They don't want to be reliant upon you. They're just trying to make their circumstances better so that they can actually leave in a way that's financially viable. The Devil. Let's take it slowly, please. They need to go slow with this because it's just really overwhelming for them, all this change. Oh, my back's cranked. I've been leaning to the side. Let's get you some advice. Choose who you are becoming, Taurus. Okay, so I think you are. I think you're like mega in control. I think you know exactly what you're doing and exactly where you're going. You're in the driver's seat, okay? You are epic. I think, this is yellow as well, so this is like the solar plexus. Like, I think you're feeling the best you've felt in a long time because you are taking control and you're not going to let anybody take the wheel. I think you're someone that's more passive. You're someone that's very, Taurus the ball doesn't go around looking for trouble. We keep to ourselves. But that's where people can sometimes take the wheel and we don't feel good about it. This time we've got the wheel and we're not giving it up to anyone. Move beyond intention to belief, okay? Absolute belief that everything's going to be all right. That's like a key there, isn't it? The key to success, the key to a fantastic future. You're holding it in your hands. In the flow with money. Nice. So we've got a good amount of money in our future. Brilliant. You are creating stability for yourself in all kinds of ways, emotionally, physically, financially. Fellow travellers, support is all around you. You're surrounded by allies, Taurus. You're surrounded by good resources, family, friends, colleagues. You're in good company because you've put yourself in good company. You've travelled to where you're surrounded by people that have the best of intentions for you, and you're not putting yourself around anyone that doesn't. One more advice for Taurus. Sea otter and happiness. Be the master of playful living, release expectations, and just enjoy every single day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Oh my God, I love that. See, like, I do find that a lot of what I do as a Taurus is project ahead, and I constantly worry about, like, will I be with anyone? Will I get married? When's it going to happen? Will I have a home with somebody? Constantly project into the future, and if you do that, you can't enjoy the present. But look how well your life is going at the moment. You've kept control of it. You've kept out of trouble. You've avoided being around anyone that hasn't got things sorted. And at the moment, you are just going into a life of abundance, but you're finding joy in the little things. You're finding joy in planning things to do with friends, having a laugh with colleagues, building a secure future. You're financially abundant. Everything is going well in your life. So make sure that you plan in some nice things to enjoy it and make the best of it. Yeah, it's a puffin. That's really cute how they're all getting along together, isn't it? You've got harmony in your life, and you'll get even more of it the more, like how I've like booked that pottery course and I started it and I've got more of it coming. I'm going to Amsterdam with my friends, like I'm going on holiday with my family in a couple of hours. I'm appreciative of this amazing weather that we're having. Like, I'm just looking forward to exercising and being outdoors and being with my family. And, I don't need to worry about 5 years' time or 10 years' time. Because that steals your joy from now, doesn't it? Be the master of playful living. So your advice from your spirit team is, make the most of every day, live in the moment. Okay, enjoy your life. You never know when you're going to lose your health, guys, so you need to plan in things and have fun and do it now. Okay. Right, thank you, Taurus. Don't forget to give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost. Please share the channel. Please give me a like and yeah, subscribe if you like my setup, if you like my style of reading, if you think it could benefit other people as well, make them happy, give them support. And we'll move on to Gemini. I think I need another coffee now. And I'm going to close. You know what I've got open that's really nice? This is Palo Santo. And it's essential oil. So if you don't like to burn things because it, you know, makes you cough or whatever, you can just take the lid off the essential oil. And I've got it sat on the desk and it's just, I can smell it. It's really, really nice. But it's not like getting in my lungs or anything. Well, that brings abundance. Sage, you know, gets rid of toxic kind of like negative energy, clears out your space in your home. But the Palo Santo is like abundance of love, abundance of money. It's, I can't put my finger on what it smells like. It smells a bit, the closest thing I could say is coconut, but it's not coconut. It's just different. It's different. It's really nice. It smells really good. I'm gonna order some more of that. It's not great to burn stuff and make stuff smoke into your airways, is it, all the time? It's not. Especially with me having asthma. I'm just going to close that window. It's really cold. Right, so we're on to Gemini. Let's give the cards a shuffle.